Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button and please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Sorry about that, a bit early. Anyway, I wanted to get this done. That's that piece of punkwood that Law wanted me to test. I did dunk it eventually. Originally dunked it 30 seconds, 1 minute in ash lye, and then it didn't work. Tried drying it out, wasn't very successful. So I did it for 24 hours in strong solution and then dried it out naturally out in the sun all day. This is the thing I've been having trouble with, is I think it's dry and it's not. And that's where I'm getting the inconsistent results. So we'll give it a go. And if it doesn't take a spark, it is not the problem with this. It's just it's not dry enough yet. So just more drying. That's all it means. I have found the best way to get this stuff to go is it's got to be roughed up. So nice fluffy bits there, and just drive sparks into it. And it's got to be really dry. I don't know if it's dry enough yet. Even if it feels dry, see, it wants to go, but I don't think it's dry enough yet. I'll give it another day drying. I might put it in the oven. I'm getting the best consistent results in the oven. Yeah, they're falling all over it, and it's just not picking the spark up. See how it's all gone black? All the sparks are falling on there, so yeah, I would say it's still got a little bit of moisture content in there. But anyway, it's all good. It's no dramas. I might put it in the oven. That is just the that edge is getting very burned out very quickly. I've been using that one stone. Yeah, that's just the reality of this stuff. Yeah, you just have to dry it out. When you think it's dry, dry it out some more. A couple of more hours in the oven, 120. I've been drying it at about 120 degrees Celsius, 12 hours minimum. And go from there and see how it goes. And once you think it's dry, dry it out for a little bit longer. Doesn't matter if it feels dry to the touch, because there could be still some moisture inside, and it takes a long time to dry it out. Draw that moisture out and get it going, get it completely bone dry. So yeah, this is a little bit frustrating, and you just have to be patient with it. And I am somewhat patient, but yeah, that's the problem with doing these things. You just have to stick with it. I did get frustrated there at the beginning, and yeah, you just have to slug through it and keep going with it and try and get it to, it has to be consistent. That's the thing with this stuff. It's no good being inconsistent with it. So that's why I wanted to focus purely on punkwood because I thought that would be the best chance of getting consistent results. So yeah, we've got to get it down to a point where we're getting consistent, and you don't want to be sparking 15 times, like 50 times just to get it to take a spark, because that's no good either. So you want to be able to get it within 10 or 15 sparks, because otherwise all you're doing is burning your stones out, wearing yourself out trying to get it to take a spark all the time. That is frustrating too. That's terrible. So yeah, you want it consistently taking a spark reasonably easy. I don't mind taking a little bit longer than normal tinders because this is uncharred, so you can make a few concessions for it, but it's got to be able to take consistent spark within a reasonable time frame. So that's the ultimate goal for this. So yeah. But like I was discussing yesterday about the viability of this stuff, I might have been a little bit too harsh as far as it goes. I don't know. It's for each person to make their own decision, like whether you got the patience for it or not. That's what it comes down to, and whether this is something that you want to do. Like if you find this fun to fool around with, like you also have to take in consideration you're going to have these sort of chemicals sitting around. I've got adult kids, so I don't have too much fear of my boys knocking things over or breaking things or kids getting into things and that, so that's the things you got to take into consideration too. So, like you couldn't do it if you had little kids running around. You're storing these, strong alkaline solutions around. You've got to be safe with that too. So, like that's all got to be taken into consideration as well. And it is a long journey. You can't just jump into it head first and then expect results within a day or two. So that's the other thing too. So you've got to start thinking about, you might have to dedicate, and then you've got to buy all the gear, like stainless steel buckets and, all the sifting gear and all the mason jars, and get everything sorted out for it. So, like it's not that expensive to get into it. You probably get out of it for $20 or $30 to have all the gear for it, which is not too bad. But yeah, I'm just saying, go into it, if you want to go into it and do it reasonably well, you just have a few buckets and a few stainless steel containers, and probably do it on a gas burner is my suggestion, because it's nice even heat. It's easy to do. So yeah, if you wanted to do the ash lime business, so yeah. But I'm enjoying it. I was not enjoying it at first, I have to admit. I was getting very frustrated. But now that I'm seeing good results, I'm enjoying it now. So yeah, but it's just something. But I enjoy doing this sort of thing too, which it's anything to do with flint and steel I do enjoy. So yeah, it's just opened up another avenue for me. So, and I'm fascinated by the idea of getting this stuff to take a spark without charring it. Like that to me is, that's what fascinates me. So yeah, that's why I'm sticking with it. That the idea of punkwood being able to do that and doing it naturally, that does too. So yeah. But anyway, I wanted to update that for law. I think 24 hours is about the minimum you have to do it. So that's the takeaway. And then as far as drying goes, I don't think there is a difference between the oven or naturally. Just naturally takes us 3 or 4 days out in the sun. But we're in winter here, or tail end of winter. So my window for sun is not as good. If I was in summer, I'd probably only need a day or 2 days, like 40 degree, 30, 35 degree heat here in summer. In Brisbane, I'd probably get that dry in 1 day, so yeah, where I'm not getting that sort of heat at the moment. So yeah, that has to be taken into consideration as well. Yeah, so I don't think there is a difference between drying it in the oven and naturally drying it. I just don't, personally, but that's just an anecdote. I don't know if, I've got no reason, that's just my opinion, so take that with a grain of salt too. So yeah, but anyway, thought I'd update that. Yeah, nothing else I need to say about it. Anyway, thanks for watching.